good, everybody? It's your boy Michael Ray Haybauer coming to you with another storytime video. I sound like Wet Movie 1 in his intros, but that's how it's got to be for today. Hey, I'm in a clean white shirt, kind of clean. You guys are going to be like, it's too bright. He's too white. Because apparently being white or is bad nowadays. I'm not going to go into that political realm. That being said, I wanted to give you guys a video, and I've been doing some other stuff to try to make my life better. I also deal with other things, so I disappear a lot. But I got some things on the horizon that we spoke about last time, and I needed to get you guys a video today. And I wanted to go live, but I'm just not feeling it on this channel. I am going to go live in a little bit and rant about my Las Vegas Raiders, but I wanted to give you guys an interesting story video, and before I do that, let me sell some stuff if I can. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider donating, becoming a member of this channel for some exclusive content that's on there, some members only videos that will start around the end of August, beginning of September, and some other fun stuff, discounts on merchandise. I do have my merchandise store available. I am still needing and waiting for approval to put like some 4 different items and designs on my merchandise store, so hopefully I get that before Saturday. But please check out my merchandise store. Consider buying some autographed pictures, some t-shirts some of them are still limited. Some of them only had like 5, 10 available, and they're still available. Long story short, thanks for supporting me. I appreciate you. You guys are honestly like the best things in my life. Okay, regardless of all the hatred, the health issues, the negativity that I see all the time. Because that's what happened. Something personal happened about a week ago that I had to deal with, and it brought back a flood of emotions, and it put me into my negative, depressed state, and I just need to disappear and not make videos or whatever. And then I don't want to see hatred on Twitter or X or all right, let's get to the storytime video. Please listen to this story with empathy, love, respect. Try not to judge me, or, because this is coming from my experience, okay? Doesn't mean it's real. Doesn't mean it actually happened, because I am going to have a clickbait title, something like, I was recruited by the NWO or the Illuminati or something like that, to get people's attention. But, sorry about the air conditioner. See, I'm nervous for some reason. It's weird. But you're going to possibly hear the air conditioner all the time. And I wish the video was longer instead of standard, but my setup is not meant for it. Whenever I put the camera, it's too low, and I don't have a setup to make it higher and more presentable, so I have to give you the angle videos on YouTube. I'm sorry. I got to get some technology. I need a new phone. I need a new computer. I need a lot. I need some pink tacos. Okay, I talk too much. So, this is a story, and again, real quickly, for other people that have been asking me to do podcasts and other stuff to talk about my career, I cannot. The SAG-AFTRA rules are there for a reason. I don't agree with them, but I agree with the strike and everything, and I don't want to get into the Chris Pratt situation where they say, I don't agree with the strike, because I do, but I just don't know what I can talk about anymore. The powers that be are controlling my union, and it is what it is. So that's why I'm not doing other people's podcasts to talk about my career, because I can't. I literally can't do it. Even though, you might be willing to pay me, or I need the money, I can't do it. I've already been booted out of SAG one time, and I cannot lose my membership if they come after people. They probably won't come after me, but I am on their radar. because I did an independent movie many years back, and it wasn't SAG oriented. I thought it was. They kind of lied to me. But I thought it was SAG oriented, and it said it in the supposed contract that I wrote. But they found out, and they got me out of SAG, and I had to pay my SAG dues again. I had to go in front of a council of a bunch of people and apologize for making the mistake of doing a non-SAG project. And then they brought me back into SAG. But unfortunately, I've been a member since 1988. But this happened like in 2011, 2012. And then it now no longer says that I was a member of SAG since 1988. It says a member of SAG since like 2011 or 2012. But it didn't affect my retirement or anything, but I got back into SAG. But that's why I don't want to mess with them no more. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm afraid. I need to be in SAG. That is my livelihood. Maybe in the future, that's my residuals. That's my retirement. That's everything. So that's why I don't do podcasts. And even in some videos, I can't even talk about, even in live videos, I'm afraid to talk about, movies or TV shows, because that would be promoting them according to the SAG rules during the strike. So it's a really, really scary place for a lot of us actors. All right, that being said, 7 minutes into the video, let's talk about my story. I need people in my life. Come on over. I need somebody. I need somebody to talk to. Listen to me. Put up with my BS. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. Yes, I'm so lonely. But it's okay. This is how I choose to live my life, and it's not a good way, but it is how I've chosen to do it recently. Okay. So, titles aside, there was one moment in my life that came to me, and now looking back on it, it might be, in a way, proof of the spiritual world, the evil world, devils, angels, Illuminati, NWO, demons, or spirits that are evil, or whatever. It might be the proof to some people, to me, or not, I don't know. But here's my story. Around late 1998, my career was going good. I did a bunch of cameos and small parts on a lot of the 90s shows and this and that. Then around 98, 99, I got a movie called Dude, Where's My Car? I also, around that time, booked X-Files. Maybe 97. Again, the dates are a little bit confusing. I don't remember them all. But I got on a lot of TV shows, good TV shows, and I got some good parts in movies. And in the acting world, they have a list of like popular actors, actors that are working, actors that give good auditions, actors that will, for a casting director to bring you in, will do a good audition. Regardless if they get the part or not, a casting director's job is to see a lot of talent for one specific role. But they want to present producers and writers and directors in the auditions, if they get a call back for the writer, producer, or director, they want to present talent. Not only diversity, equality, all that other stuff. They want to present talent that'll give a good audition, meaning a good actor. An actor that's a veteran, that's been around for many, many years. An actor that, whether he's perfect for the part or not, he'll give a great audition, and he might add something to that character, or he might bring something different that the writer or director never saw within that character. That's what a casting director does. They need to bring a variety, but they also need to bring in veterans. If you're building a tall building, you're not going to hire all rookies and young actors, even for a small part in building that building. You're going to want some veteran leadership to lead the way. So that's what casting directors did. So after many years of auditioning and casting directors meeting me, they started to realize whether I got the part or not on every TV show, every movie, every job, I was moving up the ranks. Meaning he does a quality audition most of the time. I have made major mistakes and, ridiculous auditions. But they're like, he comes in and he brings something different. He does a good audition. He's a veteran. And whether he gets the part or not, the producers and writers would like to see him. So that's when you're building up your name in the audition and TV and theatrical world. And that's what happened around 1998, about 10 years after I officially became an actor in 88. Again, it took 10 years to become he's an overnight success. So I was getting a lot of auditions. Casting directors liked me, enjoyed me, brought me in. I was getting jobs here and there. Started getting some bigger movies. I was meeting bigger casting directors. Rest in peace, Mally Finn, who casting directed for The Matrix, and some other ones, Francine Maisler, and some other big ones, Allison Jones, who I still love to this day. But I can name names all day. I could drop names all day. So I was getting successful. Then I booked these big movies. The Dude, Where's My Car? I booked The X-Files, The Dark Angel, Sorry, I blanked for a second. Then I booked Evolution. And again, these are big directors, big names, big studios, a lot of budget, My name started to be written in the acting papers, like starring in a movie, Dude, Where's My Car? Michael Ray Bauer. Starring in Evolution, Michael Ray Bauer. So casting directors and writers and all these people read these articles of who the stars are, what movies, what actors got the job, the Hollywood Reporter, this show, so on and so forth. Nowadays they got Deadspin or whatever. But so I was getting more popular, right? I was getting more popular. And now, if you believe Hollywood is evil or this or that, the Jamie Foxx stories of nowadays of being cloned or this or that, or the Dave Chappelle stories of they came after him, they wanted him to, convert or join. Again, this is a conspiracy type world that I'm now entering, but I'm letting you know it from my perspective. And again, I wasn't a conspiratorial theory person or a truther back then. I was not, till like 2008 or 9 or 10 maybe. So I was getting popular. And this is where, if you believe the theories that they recruit you, you join the NWA, the Eyes Wide Shut people, with the mask or this or that. I started getting invited to a bunch of parties. I didn't really go. But I got popular, okay? Then I started getting some big jobs, like I said. And my career was, boom, it was on the upswing. It was on the upswing. I just got finished doing a couple of movies. Now I had all these amazing new movies, auditions lined up for big roles, like Not Another Teen Movie, Remember the Titans around that time, stuff like that. And here's what happened in between all of that stuff. And again, I didn't know what it meant then, but now looking back, I know what it meant now in my spirituality life or conspiracy movement or whatever. So there was one day where back then when I was lining up big movie auditions, I just finished movies, my name was pulling up the ranks. I was getting meetings with studios, literally like Disney, the head of Disney, not the CEO, but like the head of casting of Disney or whoever, would just bring me in for a meeting. They just wanted to talk to me and see who I am. And that's the part where you can go from, like a cameo or a character actor to them possibly creating a project for you. They learn who you are, they set up meetings, they look at all their scripts or their movies, and they go, I believe in this person. We can actually put him in this movie and build a star. We can build a star. So I was having, they're called general meetings with major studios. And around all of this time, again, I'm going to say it's around 2001, 2000, after I finished these movies and blah, blah, TV shows, so on and so forth. And I got hired to do season 3 of Dark Angel, but it got canceled after season 2. Whatever. I was on their radar. One day, I had a dream. I went to sleep, and I had a dream that, again, I always remember to this day. Where I loved my dad. He was my hero. He's my best friend. You know, he had us at like 40 years of age, like 42. So he was an older man. So I already knew that, like, he was old even back then. And, but I loved him. He was my everything. And I had a dream. I sound like Martin Luther King. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just, whatever. Where I don't know what was happening in this dream, but I was in like a studio, like a Hollywood studio or sound stage or something. And there was like a car and like a factory in that studio, but it looked like a car factory where they build or fix cars. And there was like these staircases and these ramps, where maybe they hold an engine or something. But there was Hollywood lights, and I saw like Hollywood signs, and I remember seeing Hollywood chairs and monitors. So I was on like a movie set or something. And then my father was in the car, but the car was dangling on ropes and chains. Literally. My father was in the car was upside down being held by ropes and chains and whatever else it was. And I saw my father in there, and I knew he was about to die. And my only option was to do something to save him. But underneath the car, and I kid you not, there was like a gold light. Like a shiny light. Felt like a Hollywood light now that I think about it, but it was gold. It was gold-esque. But when I saw my father in the car about to die on the ropes and chains, my immediate thought was save him. So I started rushing toward him. I don't know what I grabbed, but there was like a pole or whatever it was in my dream, where I can like try to open the door, and I was going to try to find a ladder or something to like pull my father out. But when I did that, and then I got close to my father to save him, I don't know how I was officially saving him. I don't remember every little detail, just the bigger things. But I got to the point where I could save my father. Then he was no longer in the car. He was being dangled by some sort of demon, a spiritual demon, a devil demon. I don't know what it was, but it changed where he was in the demon's hands. And I heard, let him die, go to the light, and you will be rewarded. To paraphrase, that's what I heard or felt or whatever in my head. Let him die, go inside the light, and you will be rewarded. Now, back then, I was a little bit religious as well, and I always watched the movies that say, don't go into the light. Don't go into the light, because that's death. Some people say, going into the light means you're going into heaven, but you're going to die on earth. So my mind was like, what are you talking about? I ain't going into that light. Plus, that's my father. I can just save my father right now and kill you, or do whatever I can do and save my father. That was the only thought on my mind. So I denied that option, or whatever it was, to go into the light and let him die. And then I started fighting. All of a sudden I had like a knife or whatever in my hands. Then I started chipping away. I think I was spitting in the dream. Whatever I could do, scratching eyes or the hand or whatever was in front of me that was a demon. Just to let him let go of my father. And then he did let go of my father. Then all of a sudden I'm like standing with my father, like on the floor, and the light disappears. And behind the light, I kid you not, which is the Hollywood sign. After the light started to disappear, I saw finally what was beyond the light. And it was like the Hollywood Hills with the Hollywood sign. And it dissipated. It dissipated. But my father was safe by my side because I knew he was old going into the dream as well. And I always feared for death for him. But I wasn't going to let something or some entity take my father's life for whatever it may. But that was the dream. And I remembered it forever. I've always remembered that dream forever. Then just recently, I started thinking about that dream again. Then I started comparing it to my career. And that's where we come up with this video's title. People that don't believe in conspiracies, when they say, you know, there is an Illuminati, there is a Hollywood cult, there is a this, there is a spiritual realm, Hollywood is evil. People that believe in that, you know, say that, you know, certain people are in that group, or they joined, or they were recruited, or whatever. And I had to think to myself, what would that recruitment process look like? Would it be like literally where they say they sold their soul to Hollywood, or they sold their soul to the devil? Is it an actual contract? The devil just appears, there's a piece of paper in front of you, you sign it, and now you're a Hollywood movie star, you're a millionaire, but you're a part of the cult of the Illuminati, whatever it is. I don't think that's how it works. If we are in a spiritual and realm, and we're all energy, and there's different energy sources, demons, angels, whatever it is that's out there, recruitment could be within a dream, where you take that step in a dream. That is a contract in a way to a demon or an entity or something else of this realm that actually can make things happen as well, or put, you know, movies in front of you, or sway human beings or other souls or entities. Again, I don't know. It's a very complicated subject. But couldn't it be done? Recruitment for Illuminati? I know they try to do it online anymore. I am a member of the Illuminati, and I think you would be a good member if you want to join. I get emails like that all the time. But couldn't a way to join whatever cult or whatever it is would be the first step, would be accepting it in a dream? Then you're placed in front of all the other people that'll make it happen, but they've already known or somehow know that you accepted it, and then now your career and everything gets bigger and better, so on and so forth. So when comparing it to my career the other day, or about a month or so ago, I realized, I was like, man, now that I remember the dream correctly with the Hollywood Hills and all that other stuff, now I'm in a conspiratorial world, and I'm reading the articles about the cult and Hollywood is evil and the symbolism and this and that. And I started thinking, damn, was that my recruitment? And let me get this straight. I am 1,000% glad that I chose to save my father. Because again, there is always a price to pay for fame or this or that or whatever it may have been. That price apparently in that dream was my father. And I am so proud, even to this day after looking back, that I chose my father. over whatever it was. But let's get that right. As I was saying before, I was going high above the ranks, man. Then after that dream, I kid you not, I don't remember the actual dates, I should have. Again, 2000, 2001, 2002, around that time. All of these big movie auditions and these meetings, I kid you not, some of them were canceled. The auditions didn't go well at all. Not because of my part, because casting directors had some attitudes, or they did some different things, or they didn't believe in me again, or whatever, and I didn't get any roles. Because what was supposed to happen was the big movies like Dude, Where's My Car and Evolution were supposed to come out, do well in the theaters, and then before they came out in theaters, I was getting these auditions for other movies. So I was supposed to book other movies, so when these movies come out and do well, another 5 or 6 months later, I'm either on a TV show or I'm in another movie that's coming out again to continue the boulder going higher and higher and higher. But like I said, I had this dream in the middle of that. Then some meetings got canceled. I didn't book any of the big roles in the movies due to not all my fault. I don't think it was. There's a lot of casting director stories I had in there. But, yeah. I lost everything. Was that dream, what do they call it, an allogram, an anagram, or was it proof that if I chose the light and in my dream let my father die, that I would have booked all those movies? That I would have somehow been in the Illuminati, the cult, or whatever they want to call it, that I was now a member? Then all of those movies and everything would have came to fruition? We'll never know. Skeptical people will say, no, that was just your career, or you were not a good enough actor, or whatever excuse they want to give. Look, many years later, I disappeared, I got sick, I had some other complications and problems. And who's to say, even if I went into that golden Hollywood Hills light and let my father die, he would have been alive in real life, but he might have passed away later, a month later, 2 weeks later, as my sacrifice. I don't know. I don't know. But look, I'll be honest. I don't know where my career took a downturn at the greatest moments of my career. I wasn't unhealthy at those times. I was not skipping auditions. I was 100% going to everything I did. I bought a new car. I was going to acting classes. I was doing everything at that time to propel my career. Then I had that dream. And now looking back, everything went downhill in terms of Hollywood at that moment. People want to say, you know, that I messed up my career at that time. I didn't. I didn't. I did not personally do anything to mess up my career. I was 100% bought in and doing everything except going into that damn golden Hollywood Hills light in my dream and letting my father die. Many years later, like I said, I had health issues, family issues, money issues. Then I kind of stopped acting. I stopped going to auditions. I got a little crabby. That's where I ruined my career, 2007, 2008, 2009. Those were the years where, like, I was done. But in 2000, 2001, 99, 2002, 2003, man, I was all in. So what happened? What happened? We'll never know. I'll take accountability. If there's something I'm missing that I did, but I don't remember it, I don't think of it, but I'll take accountability. I have to take accountability for everything in my career. But my fate was on a trajectory of goodness. And I remember that damn dream. And now I look at it and it felt like a recruitment dream. And I did not want to be recruited. Then my career took a downturn. Do they all correlate? Are they all together? That's up for anybody to decide. Whether you believe in spirituality, Illuminati, this, that, the cult, the this, the that, religions, I don't know. But I'm going to tend to say that that was my brush with being given stardom and fame. Or that was my opportunity to officially sell my soul to Hollywood. And I didn't do it. And then maybe that's why I became awakened 7 years later, like the number of God in like 2009, 2010, wherever it was. I became awakened to the world, and now I see some things that other people don't see. And it hurts my soul to think that I had to possibly sell my soul and or kill my father in that abstract kind of way to be a part of Hollywood fame in the industry. It's pretty scary when I thought about it, guys. So, I almost joined the Illuminati. I almost joined the occult. But like David Chappelle apparently didn't do it back then, and others that speak out about it, maybe I'll have a career again post 50 years of age. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to find the health and the passion and the energy to work toward it. And I just hope that the strike and everybody gets what they deserve and what they need to move on. And I hope I have at least a final attempt at continuing working on some good quality projects in Hollywood without selling my soul. And if not, it's okay. It's okay. I'll be on Rumble, I'll be on YouTube, I'll be on BitChute, I'll be on Patreon, I'll be wherever they'll allow me to try to make a living and to try to bring some fun, some comedy, some entertainment to you guys. I'll be there if Hollywood doesn't accept me again. That being said, I love you guys. God bless you. Football is coming up. You know how much I love football. I always wanted to be a football player. I always wanted to be in a football movie. And I had many opportunities very close. I lost the part in Remember the Titans to my co-star from Evolution, but he did a fantastic job. But I was right there. And then Friday Night Lights was another movie that I was blessed to be right there. But I still love football to this day. And I'm looking forward to just watching football, making some chicken wings, hopefully some future videos, and just trying to find some energy, some positive energy through a lot of the negative things that or forces that are in my life and that I create. I create a lot of them too. So let's hope for a better day. I love you guys. God bless. Please say hello underneath. And if you stuck around for this 35 minutes and you enjoyed my story time, let me know your thoughts, and also write, "You're all good, Bauer." That way I know that you stuck around for this whole thing. Expect some more videos in the future. I edited a couple of cooking videos that should be out in the next couple weeks. I got my podcast that's going to start in September. Still working on trying to get more guests. But I'm working on graphics. I don't have no graphic skills, and still coming up with a title. There's still a few things. It ain't going to be the best podcast in the world, but we're going to do one, okay? And we're going to do it together. I love you guys. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to go yell and rant about my favorite team, the Raiders, on my Raider channel. So you know after that I'm going to be spent. But thank you guys for tuning into this story time. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Hit that thumbs up button. And let me know, should I have joined the Illuminati and let my father die? Sorry, guys. Whew. It's a really, really, really interesting dream and story. And another way you can support me, the creator of this content, is checking out my merchandise store with the links below. We got t-shirts for sale. Anything that I got available, I'm going to get it to you. Like DonkeyLips t-shirts. You love DonkeyLips. They come in a variety of colors. Why don't you pick yourself up one? Hey, become a camper, camp on Awana. Pick up a personalized autographed photo sent to you. I also have Cameos available that also come with a personalized autographed photo shout out sent to you from Cameo. And right now, limited Zeke the Plumber Plushy Nightmare t-shirts. That's right. Everything's limited. Everything's on sale. Support your boy, Michael Ray Haybauer. Links down below.